Hey guys, this is anime artist Arpita, and I know it's been a while since I last made a video and all, but I've been having a lot of exams and shit, like, ugh. So today the exams finally ended, so I'm about to make a tutorial for you guys. Before that, I would like to tell you that I won't be able to make so much videos as I did before. So most probably I'll be uploading like I don't know, like once a month or after 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. So without wasting any time, so let's get to it. Today's tutorial is going to be on Ichigo from Aikatsu. Now, I'm not so knowledgeable about Aikatsu. I actually learned the name from the comment on my video, Tomoe's Nanami TV version. So, if I make any mistakes or anything, please do forgive me. So, let's start with the tutorial. As you can see, I've already actually made a rough sketch because I was practicing a bit since I haven't tried making a tutorial of videos and such. Now, don't worry, I'll show it in step by steps. Now, before that, I'd like to tell you some basics about drawing an anime head. In order to draw an anime head, we usually use a circle, then a line right about the center, then another line across, like it's kind of like the Christian's cross, and then you just unite this part. It's just a rough sketch, so don't be picky. Now this way we can get a skull figure. Now as you can see, this part is considered as the head, like the baldy spotty or whatever. And this reminds me of One Punch Man. Never mind. Now, the one I drew in Aikatsu's Ichigo is different. I actually used this circle as the whole head borderline instead of just using it as a skull borderline. Well, the original rule, the basic rule of the skull line thingy, circle thingy, actually, it's actually for the head's skull, but I used it for the hair at the same time because Aikatsu's Ichigo has I don't know what to say, a huge head or something like that. So I use this for the whole thing. Now let's start it. Okay, first you'll need a compass or anything. You can also make it, if you're good at drawing, you can actually draw the circle with your bare hand, but I used a compass to make it like perfect. Now I'll get my compass. Here I have a regular compass and I will place it here. You can just, like, right now I am actually putting according to the drawing I did before, so I'm actually trying to get an accurate shape. But since you're gonna do it from scratch, you can just start it from any point you like. You're just gonna have to draw a simple circle, I guess. Now let's see. I hate drawing circles. Okay, so we're going to put it in an accurate spot and then draw a simple circle like this. See? Easy peasy. Now what we're gonna do is, like I said before, in order to draw the head, we need to draw a line across. But the drawing I'm gonna make, it's gonna be the head not in this direction, but in, like, it's faced in the right direction. Like Ichigo is looking at the right, or her head is at the right. So what we're going to do is draw a line cross. Like normally it would be like this, like you would take a ruler and just do it like this, but since we're going to rotate the head, so we're also going to rotate, I'm sorry my English isn't so good, so I'm just using random words. Now what we're gonna do is like I'm gonna draw a line, not so straight. And now what we're going to do is to combine the head parts. Ichigo's head goes like a curve here. Now you can actually, for beginners, I would recommend you put those shapes here just for measurements. Now this part here, I will connect it to this part. Like it'll be a small line, so these are going to be the cheeks, and the part where the line ended is going to be the chin. So we're going to connect the chin with the cheek. Same goes here, but here we're going to connect it to the ear. See, I'll first draw the ear for you to be easy. And since there's going to be a strain of hair here, so I won't complete the line, but if we would complete it, it would look like this. Okay, kind of like this. Now what we're going to do is keep a bit gap for the hair and then draw the line. Simple as that. Right now we just finished Ichigo's head shape. Well, normally other anime artists would recommend for after the head shape, they would usually draw the eyes or the nose or lips or anything. But I personally like to draw the hair first, because if you draw the hair, the eyes, the scaling of the eyes are really easy to make. So I'm going to do, as I usually do, I'm going to draw the hair first. Now Ichigo's hair, as I said before, I'm using this line as the hair guideline. So in order to draw the hair, I'm just gonna, well, at the moment I'm actually using a picture as reference. Wait, I'll show you it. I'm actually using this picture on my laptop as a reference, since I'm not so much of a great artist. Well, you can also, if you're a beginner and such, you can actually try this reference thing, but if you're good at drawing, you won't be needing any references if you have good memory and all. So as there is in the picture I'm following, this is the hair shape. You have to, like, it goes small space to the big space or something like that. So now we're just gonna simply draw the hair. You can just follow the reference in the picture or your memory. And now the ear part is a bit tricky, because this part actually decides how much you're gonna give the eyes their space. So in this case, these lines help a lot. First, where Ichigo's hair, like her bangs, they are separated in 3 main parts. Now the 3 parts have 3 different parts, like it's 9 bang thingies or something. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to dot it like this to this. You can actually see the reference and copy it, but I'll just show it in an easy way. Like I will dot this. Now you can make it like this way, like the line should be a cross line like this. See, and a cross line. Now what we're gonna do is first draw a line here. We're just gonna draw simple bangs. You can just draw bangs like you usually do. Draw a bang here. Now Ichigo's draw a bang here. Well, I told you to do these dots because if you like decide the space between these bangs, it will be easier for you to draw the bangs. That's why I first did these dots. You don't need to do like these and these dots. It's easy to to guess the space. It's just, you just need these 2 dots. Now, like I said before, I use this as a hair guideline, and according to that, I'm just going to bring a little bit hair out, and here is the bang, and voila, the hair. Now I will be mixing it with the dot here and here. We have one side bang done, and now the other side. In the other side, as you know, Ichigo has a ribbon, like a heart-shaped ribbon thingy on her right side. So if you like, you can just not so detail on the right side of your hair, but I'll do it anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're going to make it this way, the bangs. And this part, you see the head roughness, the rough part, it will be covered with the hair, so don't worry if you get it rough or anything. So just draw the bang, and you can also, if you like, you can personalize or motorize or anything, and just make it a bit long so these rough shapes will go away. But I'll just bear with it. Like this. Now I will be using this guideline as to decide the space, and this normally if I would use this circle to determine the skull, then I would have to fluff up I would have to level the hair, but since I use this as a hair leveler, I don't need to really make the hair leveling. So I'm just gonna go with the bangs, complete it like this. Now in order to make this part, you have to keep in mind that it has to be this part is for the ribbon. I'm not gonna do this part. You have to keep in mind that this line has to unite with this part, like in this way. So you have to, it's a gap. If it doesn't unite, it's not a big problem. Okay, so we're going to unite it. Well, here, we're done with the bangs. See, it's not really that hard if you could take some time and do your thing. Now we're going to finish the hair part, the rest of the hair.